How you doing this morning? Everybody fired up this morning?
Outstanding.
Friday. Great week.
Fired up, ready to go.
No, that's right. You guys, we always kick it off our Friday masterminds with a little bit of gratitude, something we're grateful for just a few minutes. Anybody want to kick us off? What you grateful for this morning? Anybody grateful for anything?
Hey, Rod, I'll kick it off.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll tell you, I am thankful for time spent with my family, first and foremost, time to thank God every morning for waking up early and preparing me for what the day will offer. And time is something that is unforgivable. So I am thankful for the time that I'm allowing myself to expand spiritually, personally, professionally, after leaving my government job. I am so thankful to God for all the opportunities and all the time that He's given me to do this. That's what I'm thankful for today.
That's awesome. Awesome. Thank you, brother. Share.
Amen.
Sorry, we're gonna hear from Ross in just a few minutes too. Go ahead, Jimmy.
I just want to follow that up with I'm very as well, for God's goodness. I'm thankful for redemption. I'm thankful, that God always just shows up. I'm just thankful for time with family, time with being able to do the things that I love. I'm just thankful that God is faithful, always faithful. And just excited to be in a place God, and that can.
Awesome. Jimmy, you're freezing up a little bit this morning.
Oh, I've got too many. Sorry. I've got too many mechanical stuff going on in my office. I'm sorry. Interference.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
All right.
So I'll take it. Just like they both have said, I'm just grateful, first of all, for being in the land of the living, and also for just having time also, just like the first gentleman spoke, you spend years in the military, and especially in this area, you think you retire and hey, I'm gonna get that government job, and this route that I've chosen has given me back some of that 25 years of my life, and I'm just so thankful that I've been able to surround myself with folks that have shown me a way, that I can provide for my family, and I'm eternally grateful to everyone that's on this call.
Absolutely. Awesome, Rodney.
Amen. Good morning, everybody. Hey,
Real deal.
how's it going?
Really
Yeah, I'm grateful too on this morning. Just like Rodney said, just to kind of piggyback off of that, I think about just being able to not have to go into a job, and nothing's wrong with a job, but for me, even when I was in the military, it was something about just having to go in, and I could follow orders, but it was something like I always wanted to do something a little bit differently. I like to kind of go out there and get things done. And that's how, when I was in the military, that's why I became a warrant officer, because I noticed, I said, the guys in the unit that, everybody looked up to, but they was able to do their own thing, but they was the technical expert. Everybody looked up to him, was the warrant. And I said, I want to be that guy. And that's what I was that time in the military. When I got out, I did go get a good government job, contracting job, but they had me pinned to a desk all the time. And even though I got great pay, 6 figures, flew me all around the world, I just didn't like that environment, just being pinned down and people having to tell me what to do each and every day. And when I stepped out into real estate, I mean, it was the freedom that I've been looking for a long time. And man, I just love it. And I thank God that I plugged into a great team like this that able to keep me going. Cause when I first got in, I was just, ignorant to on fire. But after a while, that fire started to burn out because I had to really learn how to really sit down and really do some real estate. You know what I mean? And really, learn how to go through the good times and the bad times and really just stand the test of time. And I thank God for this team. I thank God for everybody's prayer and then even my family supporting me in this endeavor. But I tell you what, it's rewarding. And right now, I don't think I want to do anything else as far as like go work for somebody, anything like that. I know I don't want to do anything else, but this right here, just a launching pad to do greater things in my life. This real estate industry. So I appreciate all you guys for, being here for me and my family.
Absolutely. Thanks, Tim. Anybody else this morning, guys? Anything you're grateful for this morning? Anything we can celebrate with you?
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, Linda.
How
Hey,
you
Linda, hey,
doing?
Linda.
I am
Linda,
so
come on.
grateful for the breath of life, to be able to breathe, to speak, to talk, to walk, and thank God for his goodness, his mercy, his kindness, his grace. I'm just so grateful for this morning. I'm grateful for this dream team, though I haven't been on the calls, I have been listening to the replays. And Rod, the one you went over the other day, you talked about the top producer, and I thought about, the magnificent person we have who's our leader on this team. And I thought about everything that, I've taken heed to and listened to, and then to listen to that again, it just got me fired up to go again, Rod. So you guys, you are on the right dream team. You're on the right call. And I mean, just really take heed to every leader we have on here, even from the new ones, from Tim to Pam to all the mentees and everything. Take heed to what they're saying and run with it. Run with the vision, because you won't go wrong.
All right. Thank you, Linda. Linda's a quiet storm, guys. Until she gets going, I'm telling you, she's fired up. I love it. Thanks, Linda. Anybody else, guys? Anything you're grateful for on this morning? Anybody? Well, I'm grateful. I like what Carlos said, how he kicked it off talking about time, and just I was thinking, just this past a week ago, just spending time with my family that whole 4th of July weekend, just be able to take time off for an entire week, guys, about 7 days, just being away. This time last week, we were on the beaches of Fort Lauderdale and Miami. So just had a beautiful vacation time with the family, just to kind of decompress and do some reading and just to be able to slow down and, just spend quality time with family. So it was definitely a blessing. But I'm grateful for everybody, Dream Team, all of our extended family, legacy builders, EXP Realty, and other agents and guests who are on today. Man, just really appreciate you guys. All right. Anybody else, guys, before we get into it? Anybody else? All right, a couple of announcements coming up, guys. Let me share my screen real quick. A couple of announcements. So we have coming up next week. Let me see if I can share my screen real quick. Next week, guys, we're getting back to our EXP. Actually, there's going to be an EXP presentation right after this Zoom today at 9 a.m., guys, 9 a.m. If you have anybody that wants to stay on and hear more about EXP Realty, we'll be on at 9 o'clock right after this mastermind. Coming up Wednesdays and Thursdays, guys, Wednesdays and Thursdays, 12 p.m. noon, we're going to be doing the EXP Realty Explained. So if you can send your folks, we'll get this flyer out. EXP Explained, you can go to explainexp.com and it'll take you there to register. It also asks who invited you to the presentation, so I'll be able to track who it was that invited them on the Zoom. But you will have to register. This is the meeting ID, but I still think it still requires you to register to get the Zoom information and link and all that stuff. But every Wednesday, Thursday, 12 p.m. Eastern, we had an amazing one on this past Wednesday. We had people, at least 2 people from South Africa and a few other countries, Ghana, all over, international. So we had about 17, 18 people on to hear about eXp Realty. So let's plug in, get your people on, you be on. You know, we have a saying that, hey, the meeting needs you and you need the meeting. You should be hearing more about eXp Realty, hearing the story again, but also being able to come on and provide any type of testimonials, any type of your experience since being on with eXp and on the Dream Team as well and Legacy Builders. So that's next Thursday, guys, and Wednesday coming up, and also again right after this mastermind today. Any questions on that, guys? Any? Okay. Also, let me get to my other slide here, guys. And okay. And again, if you have anybody that needs to be on this Zoom this morning, guys, get them on this Friday Mastermind. Send them a text, send them that flyer. Can y'all see my slide okay?
Yes.
Okay. So we're also going to be coming out with a career in real estate presentation. And notice this past week, we had a lot of people on who are thinking about getting into real estate. There are people who want to get their license just to come over to eXp Realty and build an organization. They may just want to refer the business out to other agents, not really wanting to get into, listing homes or showing properties. They just want to get the license to create a secondary stream of income. So that's highly welcomed here at eXp because we have the referral program, but they also can build an organization. They can build a team all around the country and internationally as well. We just opened up in Dubai. eXp Realty is in Dubai now. So we're going to be talking about a career in real estate, but how you can build a strong 6- and 7-figure business without selling one house personally. So we'll be talking about that. We're going to be doing a powerful career in real estate here at eXp Realty coming up starting next week, guys. I'll be putting the information out. Also, there's a new Dream Team Academy, guys. We're revamping our eXp Dream Team Academy. It's going to be an 8-week academy. Registration, brand new registration is going to be required for it. New Zoom, everything. So 8-week academy, and we're looking for anyone that would like to be an instructor for the academy as well. If you have a class or you want to teach in the class, be able to give back, guys. This is our opportunity to give back to our fellow agents and to the industry. Get in touch with me. I'll be sending something out, a registration for instructors. And, I appreciate all the instructors who we had this year and the ending of last year. We started it last fall, winter, and then we've been rolling this year. So thank you for all the amazing instructors. Hey guys, you guys been enjoying the academy so far, and all of our instructors? Anybody, y'all can come off mute, guys. It's been a good Rodney. I see Rodney, Tim, Jimmy. We got a couple of our instructors on today. Bryson. Y'all been enjoying it? Y'all come off mute, guys.
Yeah.
Y'all been enjoying the academy?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Been great.
It's been amazing.
So it's getting ready to go to another level, guys. We're getting ready to elevate it to another level. So it's going to be an 8-week academy registration, a start and an end, new registration, real solid curriculum to get our agents up and running a lot faster, selling more homes faster. Also, guys, get ready for a Dominate conference in August. We had our spring conference, so this is going to be kind of our summer conference. I think it may have been early. I think we didn't have a spring. We had a kind of a winter, early part of this year conference, but we're getting ready for our Dominate summer conference. And excited this morning, guys. We got a guest speaker, not a speaker, but one of our guest vendors on this morning, Carlos Alvarado from Homati Home Photography, one of our preferred vendors here on the Dream Team. So I just wanted to give him a couple of minutes to speak and introduce himself and get in touch with Carlos. He does an amazing, phenomenal job, over and above, what's asked of photographers. Man, we've been in houses where we're redecorating, we're moving stuff around, and we're cleaning the house, we're sweeping, we're doing all kind of stuff to make this photographer, the photo shoot the best it could possibly be. So one, I don't know if you're there, Carlos. If you're there, you can come on, take it, brother. Just say hello to us and Glad to have you.
Thank you, Rod. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Hey, real quick, I can tell you a lot about what's going on in Homadi, but I like to share a story I think that is very appropriate for the group. So this week I focus on doing a little bit more marketing and outreach in the Stafford, Fredericksburg, in the area that I normally work down here. But as some of you know, I also get to Maryland. Rod, had me even going into the inner city a few weeks back, and so we'll do work everywhere. But the story I want to share with you this morning is about what we all do every day, and it's reach out to people and do what we do best in sales, right? So I walked into an office. It wasn't an EXP office because we know that we don't have that in EXP, but it was one of your competitors. And I walked in with a what I call a broker box, which is something that advertises my services. And the person in the front desk, was very polite, and so was I. I walked in, talked to him about why I was there, and very politely asked if I could speak to the broker of that office or one of the agents, at the office at the moment. And he asked me a little more about my business, and I took the time to explain everything that I did, in Homadi. And he said to me, well, he goes, you're in luck today because I am the broker of this office and I have about 60 agents that I work with. And I am extremely happy about the fact that you took the time to explain to me everything. You didn't rush, you didn't, kind of brush me aside because I was the person at the front desk. So the moral of the story is you never know who the customers are and you never know who the boss is.
Yeah.
Treat everyone equally. And I thought that was very rewarding. And now I am set up to have a class with them next week and talk about some of the things that are improving the market when it comes to listing houses. So that's the moral for today.
That's awesome.
Now, yeah, on the other side of things, as a piece of not advice, but just a reminder to all the realtors, the new ones and the old ones. When you go for the ladies, you go to the salon to get your hair cut, or for the fellows, when you go to the barbershop to get a haircut, never rush those people to do their job if you want the job done correctly. Recently, I have had a couple agents, not from EXP, that were asking me, hey, how much longer? How much longer? How much longer? If you want something done correctly in this business, you have to take your time to do it right. Allow the people to do their job correctly so you get the best product out of them. That's the message for today from Homadi, Rod. I'm going to put something for those of you that I have done some work. I have my Google account up and running. And if you could leave me a review in the link that I just provided, that would be awesome as I continue to expand and market, our business and make things better. So that's it for today, Rod. I appreciate your time always and the opportunity.
Absolutely. Thank you for those golden nuggets there, Carlos. That's really spot on. We were talking about that a little bit about in our academy on Wednesday, talking about proper time management and setting expectations with your client, especially with those photo shoots, guys. I don't, that's one of the areas I don't rush on. I try to get there. It's hard to beat Carlos there because he's such an on time and before time guy, but I try to beat him there, to make sure that if I'm there a half hour to an hour earlier, and the time he takes to do the photo shoot, guys, it may be 2 hours there. So I'm allotting that time. I'm setting the expectation with my seller, and also I'm building it into my schedule that I don't schedule anything next to it too soon, too early, so I can spend that quality time to get a quality product for my photo shoot. This is a listing, guys. This is the service that we're offering our sellers. So I want to make sure it's top notch. This is like a Hollywood photo shoot for me with my listings. So I definitely don't want to rush those. So you want again, that proper time management, managing your time properly, scheduling it, setting the expectation with your sellers that, hey, this is a big house, depending on the size of that house, and you can kind of get an idea from Carlos, beforehand, how long you think it might take based on this. What can I tell the seller to expect? But guys, you don't want to rush that process. So that's spot on with that. Appreciate that nugget. Good. So guys, let's just get ready to jump into our discussion today. It is kind of carried over from our academy on Wednesday. That was a part where I was talking about the construction zone. That time, you know, that early part of the morning that we're building our business. I call that my construction zone. That's the building time right there. Go to this next slide here. You know, like this sign says, no trespassing. This is, you know, this is a very secure area. This is an area that I have to protect and guard because I don't want anybody coming into my construction zone time that can, you know, get me off focus, get me off course, to do some, you know, destructive activities that can, you know, take away from the building of this magnificent business and building that I'm trying to build. So we talked about a powerful morning routine. I just wanted to recap on this before we start our construction part, but that construction zone for me has always been that powerful morning routine, guys. If you don't have a morning routine, get a morning routine where you're getting up early. Some of y'all, you're still laying around in the bed. You got to get up and get your day started earlier. I'm the first person that's up in my house. My alarm goes off, and it's actually later than it used to be, guys, but it's 5:30 now that I set my alarm. So that's a little late for me. Sometimes I just automatically still wake up earlier than that, but I have it set for at least 5:30 every single morning where I'm getting up. You know, this is my prayer time. This is my meditation time. This is my quiet time. This is the time that I'm spending that, you know, time with God first and foremost. And then I'm spending some quiet time with myself. I'm praying, I'm meditating, I'm having that quiet time. I'm thinking about life, and I'm having these are the time I have my gratitude statements. I wake up in the morning. Anybody else wake up in the morning just kind of, you know, as I'm walking through the house, I'm just saying gratitude statements. I'm just thanking God for everything, for waking me up this morning, giving me a brand new day, you know, thanking him for my business. Anybody else do that? Where you kind of wake up with gratitude? Yeah, I'm walking to the bathroom, thanking God. I'm glad to be up. So that morning routine, guys, that having that discipline, developing the discipline to get up early. You know, that's why they got that saying, the early bird gets the worm. Well, this is where the worm is gotten right here, guys. This is that time. This is the time that provides that nutrients. That's what that worm represents, that nutrients, that thing that's going to get you going throughout your day. This is where the early bird gets the worm right here, guys. This is the construction zone. This is the time where I'm reviewing my goals. I'm looking at my goals. I'm reading them. I'm writing my goals. I'm reviewing them. I'm saying my affirmations. I'm speaking and declaring things over my business, because death and life is in the power of the tongue. So I'm declaring, I'm speaking life over my business. I'm speaking blessings and favor and benefit over my business. This is that construction zone time, guys, where you're visualizing. This is the blueprint. You got to be looking at the blueprint. If you're a construction worker, you got to be looking at the blueprint, the layout, you know, the engineering, the plans. What are we building? What are we creating? What are we doing? You know, if this is a business, guys, it's built intentionally by design. So I'm looking at my design plans. I'm looking at the blueprint. This is what we're creating. This is our goals. This is what we're trying to accomplish this year in our business. So I'm visualizing, I'm seeing it. You know, you got to see yourself as a top producer. See yourself closing deals, listing homes. See yourself putting signs in the yard, having an amazing, photo shoot. Guys, you should be going on photo shoots. You know, if you're in the business, guys, you should be Carlos should be booked up with your listings. Visualizing, seeing all that, guys, you build it twice, first in your mind, and then you build it in the natural. Everything in creation was first built where? First in the mind. And now you see it. This computer, this Zoom, all of this was created. It was designed and built before it was actually brought to pass in the natural. So the same thing with your life, your business, guys, you got to start living by design, living intentionally. Your dream board. What are your dreams? What are your goals? What are some of the things that you want to accomplish in life? What are some trips that you want to take? What's the house that you want to live in, guys? We're always getting everybody their dream homes, their first home. What's going to be your dream home? Your dream car, your dream vacation, the time you want to spend, the things that you want to accomplish in life, guys, you got to be able to look at that dream board. What are some amazing things that you want to do in your life? Do you want to make history? That's been my thing lately. I want to make history in my family. A certain income that I want to earn, a certain legacy that I want to build, and wealth that I want to leave to my kids and my son and my daughters, my wife. God forbid if something happens to me, I want them to be taken care of. Guys, we're talking about the construction zone. This is the expectation zone. Are you putting expectation on what you're believing for, what you're visualizing, what you're affirming? Do you expect it to happen? Are you expecting a client today? Are you expecting new business flowing your way? Expecting it, guys. And again, planning, visualizing the week, visualizing the day, reflecting on yesterday. I took some time yesterday even to reflect. I was reflecting with my wife, man, what did I accomplish today? Me and my VAs, we've been busy. I got a VA team, guys. We've been building behind the scenes. We've been construction. I got an amazing masterclass that's coming, and we're putting ads out. We're running ads in Canada and South Africa, and we're going international. So we've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes. I've been in the construction zone behind the scenes, guys. So reflecting on my day and how I can be even more productive today. Take some time to reflect. What did you do today? Did you just, did you just wing it yesterday? Most of this week, what did you accomplish this week? Did you put in the work this week? How many hours can you honestly say that you worked this week, that you worked on yesterday? Or did you just do a lot of busy stuff? We just in learning mode and just kind of surf mode, looking through reels and TikToks and videos. How many hours did you really put into your business this week? And what's going to happen if you continue to do that week after week after week? That morning time, guys, this is that personal growth and development time. We talked about that, guys. A lot of us are reading, have a book. This is one of the books that we're reading, Fanatical Prospecting. I wake up, I'm reading some of these books. The Power of One More, Ed Mylett, guys. What's going to be your book of the month? What's your personal book of the month that you're going to read and complete? I get up, I say some declarations. I got Joel Osteen here. He has a declaration for every day, 31 promises, speak over your life, powerful books. But what are you reading? Are you feeding your mind? Are you developing personally? We don't want to, the only book that we read, maybe once, or some of you haven't read since the high school, you want to, or your real estate book when you got your license. You want to be personally developing. Every single day, guys, reading, listen to podcasts, listen to YouTube. When I go to the gym, I got my earbuds in. I'm listening to something that's going to elevate me, that's going to take me to the next level, that's going to give me some personal growth and development on different topics, communication, poise, how I present myself, how I'm going to do my mindset. Am I going to prospect more, recruiting, talking to people, something that's going to help you in your craft. We're in the people business, guys. So what's going to help you develop as a business owner? What's going to help you, develop your presence when you show up? Because you're going to manifest in your life who you are, guys. I've heard the saying, if you get $1 million, you better hurry up and be a millionaire. Anybody ever heard that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to hit icon, you hit icon agent, you better hurry up and be an icon, or you're going to default back to just being, a couple of sales a year. Anybody on that, guys? I'm sorry. This is a mastermind. Anybody, any comments? But definitely, guys, that was business development. Anybody say something? Someone say.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say, Rod, yeah, you're absolutely right. And really, it starts with the mindset, because in this business, real estate, every day it's a daily, daily. You got to reflect on yourself and take inventory and stock of yourself of what did you do today, and even if maybe you look back on what did you do yesterday, and if you didn't do what you need to do yesterday, the next day you got a day that you have the ability to change. The day you have the ability to learn a new skill, to start reading a new book, to listen to look at another podcast, YouTube video, something else to help to develop yourself. This business is never stagnant. If you stay stagnant in real estate, your business is going to fail. You always got to be moving forward. You always, in this business, you always have to be, not saying that you got to try something new every day, but you need to be trying to learn. You need to be sharpening maybe something that you already doing, but you need to learn how to do it maybe a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? So it's not where you were at 6 months ago. You have to continue to shift in this business. And one thing about, like I said, in real estate, we're entrepreneurs. So a lot of times it's not like, maybe if you have somebody over top of you just telling you do A, B, and C, and then you're going to get an evaluation on these metrics. Did you do some deliverables, or did you do these certain tasks? You may not get that. There may not be a checklist. Like if, traditionally how we doing a job or something like that. These are things that you got to figure, learn, and then put those things into practice, and then continue to repeat those things if they're helping you to get success. So the thing is, there's no, cookie cutter way to do it, but there is a right way to do it. You know what I'm saying? And so I appreciate you, giving out these things, sharing this, the visualization, the expecting. These are things that you still have to do, the building blocks, in order to get to where you need to go. So I just think it's in real estate, the thing is, you have to, what I found myself being in this is staying plugged into a group of like-minded people around you. You know what I'm saying? To see, okay, what are they doing? What is Rod doing? What's Jimmy doing? What is Pam doing? What is Linda doing? Different things. He say, oh, that's a great idea. They're doing it and it's working. Maybe I can implement that, or maybe that's just not how I'm built. I can do mine, something another way. But we're constantly learning from each other. We're reading, we're listening, we're going to conferences, but we're learning from each other. So I believe collaboratively, we all can be successful if we just continue to have an open mind and continue to implement things as we go. And I mean, there's no reason why everybody on this call can't be successful in real estate. That's
right. That's awesome, Tim. Guys, personal growth and development, key. It's going to be key, guys. You gotta be willing to go to the next level. More of you equals more of you. If you want to change, you got to make a change. If you want something different, you got to do something different. You got to go to the next level. If you want to go to the next level in your life, your business, you're going to have to become a reader. Leaders are readers. You got to be willing to listen to great podcasts. Like Tim said, get around other people who are at a higher level than you are. That's why I like to be in rooms with VIPs, with people that are doing the things at a whole different level than where I am. Because it rubs off on you guys. It's something about being in the room, okay, it'll come to me in a second, but just being in proximity, that's it, the power of proximity. Being in the proximity of people at a higher level than you are, guys, is so powerful in impacting on your life. Reading podcasts, listen to YouTube. There's a ton of information in training on YouTube that help you take your business, take your life, take who you are to that next level, guys. So don't sleep on that time. So morning routine, guys, this is the construction zone time. This is where the magic happens, guys. This is where champions are made. Warriors are made right here in those early morning hours. You gotta seize your day. You gotta get up and get going, and you gotta build it. This is where it's built. You can't just be winging your day, and whatever happens, you're kind of tossed to and fro. You don't have a schedule. We talked about that like during the academy. You got to have a schedule. Professionals have a schedule. You prioritize the important things. Prospecting, lead generating, follow-up, appointments. But first, it starts in the morning, guys. You got to plan your day. You gotta go to the next level and stop treating this thing like a hobby. Treat it like a business, and it'll pay you like a business. Treat it like you're the CEO. You're the CEO of your company. It starts here in the morning, building it.
Can I say something on that, Ron?
Go ahead.
I just wanted to say, even when you can't make the calls in the morning, like if you can do an afternoon lunch, or even in the evenings when you get off, because you'd be surprised how many people are, home in the evenings and they're willing to talk then. So if you can't do the calls in the morning, take the time to do them in the evening whenever you can.
Absolutely. Absolutely, guys. Prospecting. If you don't have an appointment, guys, you're not on appointment. You should be prospecting. You should be calling somebody, like Linda said, calling somebody, making more calls, calling your sphere of influence. We're going to talk about that in just a second, but are out meeting people, giving business cards out. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. Thank you for that segue there, Linda. So the construction blocks. Let's talk about the construction blocks, guys. We're building. You know, in this business, you can either build a tiny house. I should have put something like maybe even a little bit smaller than a tiny house, maybe a dog house. Everybody got their dogs in their houses nowadays. I don't know what that's all about, but I grew up in the South, in the country. You know, dogs are always out in the backyard, and you had to build a dog house.
In my neighborhood, dogs, they didn't even have a dog house.
They didn't have a dog. They slept
Chained up to a pole.
Oh man, they slept wherever they could sleep. But guys, are you building a dog house? Are you building a tiny house? Are you building a mansion? Are you building a skyscraper, guys? What's your business going to look like? What do you want your business to look like? You know, what kind of business are you going to build here in real estate? You know, you're just going to stay small forever? Or you want to build something? It's all about gaining market share, guys. Market share of your sphere of influence, those people that know you, like you, trust you. Market share of the community, your city, your state, those people around you, and market share. Anybody want to explain market share? Anybody know market share? Market share, gaining market share. Market share. So market share is the percentage of dollars that's going to be spent, you know, on your service, your product within a group of people, guys. Within, you know, you're like I'm saying here, your sphere of influence. There's a group of them that they're going to spend money in terms of purchasing a home or selling a home. There are people in your community, there's dollars that are going to be spent. They're going to be given to some broker because some listing agent, the only way homes get sold is that a listing broker goes in and creates an agreement with that seller to give us a percentage of the equity that's going to go toward commissions. And that listing agent is going to give a percentage of that commission to any buyer who brings a buyer. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's market share. So what percentage of the market share are you gonna own? Even with your sphere of influence, there may be people that know you, like you, and trust you, but they may end up buying with Rodney. They might end up buying with Jimmy, buying with Rose, somebody else, with Linda. Are you gonna control that market share? Come on, guys, we're talking, this is business talk now. Are you gonna control that market share? Are you going to let somebody else come in and take your market share? How do we increase market share? Let's open it up, guys. What's some ways that we can increase market share? Being the share of this market, I want a percentage of it going to me in my community. What can we do? What can we do?
Real quick, just to chime in on what you were talking about market share, as well as talking about what are you building? Are you building tiny homes, you're building a mansion, you're building a skyscraper and all that. I want us to think of it in this light as well. We're not talking about, are you just building, you know, a tiny house in the sense of, are you, I believe what Rod is trying to say is, he's not talking about the building itself. He's talking about your attitude. And are you operating in mediocrity? That's really what he's talking about there, because if your business and your focus and what you've been called to and what your passion is to build mini houses or to build, you know, single family homes, you know, in your business, is to do it with all diligence, is what he's talking about. And the way you control your market share is be known, become the mayor of your town. Mm-hmm. We've said this before, that it's heartbreaking when you come out of your door and you see your neighbors having a flag outside that says for sale, and you're not the one that got the listing. Mm-hmm. What happened? You mean you did not control that? You're not known in that market, so you cannot have that market share. So to have market share, you need to be known. You need to be known for something. You need to be known for what you're building. You need to be known for your integrity, for what you're contributing to people in that area. So let's go out there and find those areas and begin to build, begin to get known, be known in that place. Start in your Jerusalem, start in your sphere, start in that circle and begin to expand out. Be diligent and be good in those things. Let's just take the opportunity, especially now. And Linda said that as well. Don't let your phone calls be just in the mornings or just in the afternoons. Spread your phone call times out. Mix it up. If I'm calling between 9 and 10 every day, and I make 100 calls, and I don't speak to anybody but answering machines, then I need to change the time when I make those phone calls. Let's try lunchtime. Let's try 3 o'clock. Let's try 5 in the evening. You know, be creative in the things that you do and be diligent in those things. That's how you control your market share. Coca-Cola controls the market share. Everybody wants to drink something. They want a soda. Everybody, even if they're drinking Fanta or even if they're drinking ginger ale, they say, I'm drinking a Coca-Cola. I'm going to go get a Coke. I'm going to get a Coke. Why? Because it's much more recognized. So when people, when your sphere, your friends, and anybody that you've done business with in the past is thinking about selling or buying, your name should be the first one on the tip of their tongue. So let's do a better job of going out there. Today, it's the weekend. Commit to writing maybe 10 or 20 thank you cards and mail them out. Commit to go to a neighborhood that you've sold in, whether it's your listing or that you actually helped a client to purchase. Go to that neighborhood this weekend and make it a point just to say hello, knock on the door, or go and visit in person that person that you sold the house to, and use that opportunity to talk to 10 doors, to talk, or hang something on 10 doors, 20 doors in that community. That's how you gain market share. That's how you become much more recognized. And that's what's going to bring you the business in this season that we're going into, because it's about to get crazy busy, guys. It's about to get crazy busy for so many different reasons, but it's whoever positions themselves to those for those successes that is going to get it in the construction zone.
That's good, Jimmy. I like to say, get in position, guys. Stay in position, because I met with a client maybe about 2 months ago, and I told him, you can wait or do it now. But I'm telling you, these rates go down, it's going to be a mad frenzy. It's going to be a madhouse if rates go down. So many people on the fence right now. And I'm saying that 2-3 months ago. So get ready, guys. Get in position. Anybody else, guys? Market share. How can we increase our market share?
I would say relationships overall. I think going into that community and building relationship, building great communication, letting the people know why you're in your community, what you're trying to build, what you're trying to do. Just making sure they're also aware, making sure to bring their awareness up. Because a lot of people, we go in their communities, we take over, and they have no idea what's going on until they go out and they're like, oh, that's a new that, and oh, there's that. And, so I think relationships, definitely.
Absolutely. That's spot on, Erica. Thank you. Definitely relationships. And that,
absolutely.
Yeah, because that's, that brings me to my next point. You need people, guys, who are going to be your construction workers. You need people. I got a lot of construction workers. I've taught my people how to send me referrals intentionally. You got to be intentional about it. You just can't assume and just be all casual that they're going to send you a referral, but you got to be intentional about telling your people that you love referrals, and you got to reward them for them giving you a referral. Let them know that how much you appreciate it. So you need people, your construction workers. Who are your construction workers? Your past clients, your sphere of influence, your database, your friends, your family, people that know you, like you, trust you, your neighbors, contractors, vendors.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Rod. Hey,
yes, sir. Go ahead, Tim.
Look at that. And just this week, I was as I was calling, past clients, and just seeing how they doing, how the family's doing, what's changed in their life, but also letting them know, hey, I'm still a resource for you. What do you need? You need a landscaper this time of year? Do you need painter? I know you said that you wanted to get an alarm system. Did you decide to upgrade? Whatever, just asking some of those probing questions. Because if you just say you're doing good, yeah, just give me a referral. Sometimes the conversation, that's just where it goes. But I start to probe a little bit more and says, what do you guys plan on doing? Is there anything I can help you with? And if you know anybody that needs some resources, a painter, a plumber, electrician, hey, definitely reach out to me. And then, by the way, I'm definitely open for referrals for people who looking to buy or sell or maybe invest this year. So really just have a conversation and be kind of their one-stop shop, not only just for real estate, but other things, because we're a wealth of resources for all the different people. Just even in a real estate transaction, we're dealing with inspectors, we're dealing with plumbers, electricians, cleaning people, moving people. It's a whole bunch that we just do in our daily as a real estate agent. But not just have those resources, not just for that one client, but even for the people that they may know. They may have friends, family members, parents, siblings that could use those same resources. But if you be a resource through them, not just to them, you can gain some more business in that fashion as well.
That's good. Absolutely. Being a resource, guys. Who are your construction workers? How many people are in your database? Be intentional about building your database, guys, and create an outreach program for your database. So the database is everybody that you know, all your past clients, sphere of influence. But if you are new to the business, collect that. If you were planning your wedding, planning a big birthday party, who are those people who you would invite? Who are your closest friends, families, neighbors, people that you know? You got to start building that database and create an outreach program to your database. And what I mean by an outreach program is that you're reaching out. Realtors, we get so laid back. We're waiting on the phone to ring all the time, but we got to make outbound calls. Outreach, guys, outreach. Reaching out to them to see, just like Tim said, hey, what do you need? It's summertime. Do you need a vendor? Do you need a resource? Do you need, a contractor? Do you need a yard guy? Whatever the resource is, guys, just having a conversation is all about having a conversation where you can stay top of mind. How can I develop top of mind awareness and maintain it? And when I say maintain it, being consistent. Can't just do it one time, guys. Some of your clients haven't heard from you since Valentine's Day. We loved on them at Valentine's Day, but man, that's been a while. That's been a minute. They haven't heard from you since Christmas time.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Rod.
Yes, ma'am.
And a lot of people, even sending out, my weekly newsletter gets a lot of traction from a lot of my clients, etc. And even if you are the content, you can get it from Breakthrough Broker, you can get it from wherever, just setting out, I've just pivoted, our next unit, we'll be talking about back to school, things that you can do to really prepare for back to school stuff, and be thinking out of the box of resources and insight that you can provide to help people as they navigate in life in general, and then they'll look to you for those go-to resources.
That's it. Absolutely. I love those weekly newsletters, guys. I got my assistant. She sends them out weekly for me now. Weekly newsletters to your folks.
Can I say something on that? The other day I went over with my mentees, EXP offers a newsletter in the market area on enterprise. So if you need that, you can just go ahead and go there and print those out and send them out as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
And top of mind, guys, top of mind awareness. Again, guys, think of it, this is your business. I want to have top of mind awareness with my people. I can't assume that they're remembering, they're thinking about me. I want to have such top of mind awareness that anywhere they are, that anybody ever heard of a RAS? Anybody ever heard the term RAS, your reticular activating system? Well, I want to activate the reticular activating system of my clients and my sphere of influence, where anytime they hear real estate, they relate it to Rod Obie. That's the type of strategy, and that's the way you should think in this business. That, man, like Carlos, anybody here in photography got a listing, man, we want to think of one. We want to think Carlos. I got
market share.
it happened, the other day. I had a friend call me up. Some of y'all know Kathy Austin. I don't know where Kathy lives. She lives in like 5-6 states. She's licensed in about 10 states. But that's my girl. And she had some listings going on up here. And she said, Ryan, she called me, Ryan, who's your photographer? Juan, I got you. I'll send you Juan's number right now. And they connected, and Carlos was out there the next day to do her photo shoot for her. So that reticular activating system, guys, look it up. Do you want to be top of mind? You want to, I think somebody was saying it, think Coke, think you, think Tim, think Jimmy, think, that you want them to think about Linda, all your clients, Natasha, all of your folks. Whenever they're talking to anybody, they automatically, without delay, instantly associate you with real estate and send you the referral or make the connection. Y'all got that? Is that clear? That makes sense? Who should you be networking with? Who should you be networking with? Who should you be inviting to lunch or coffee next week? 5 people, guys. I challenge you to take 5 people out to lunch next week for coffee. Lunch may get expensive. Just for coffee then. Let's meet up. Let's meet up for coffee. Let's meet up somewhere. You don't have to pay for them all the time. You may just meet up at Panera, or, a coffee shop, or, start a Subway or somewhere. Just who do I need to meet up with? Who do I need to meet with? Some vendors, some contractors. Anybody, take them to lunch. Hey, want to be a past client? Hey, just want to take you to lunch. Let you know about hey, have a conversation about the market. What's going on? How's the family? Who should you be having coffee or lunch with next week? What agents, guys, your EXP agents, what agents should we be taking out? Having lunch with, talk about, just connecting with, building a relationship, guys, all about relationship. We're in the relationship business, relationships. People, we're in the people business. I'm building. The bigger the building, the larger the amount of construction workers I need. Small amount of, for my basement, when I finish my basement, about 1,200 square feet or so, hey, I only needed maybe about 5 or 6 different contractors. But man, if I wanted to build a house, I may need 10 or 15 or 20. Want to build a mansion, man, I need more than that. I need for a skyscraper, man, I need a whole army of folks. What's the size business, guys? Your database is very, very reflective of the size of the business that you're building. The bigger the database, the bigger the business. But you can have a big database, guys, but if you don't nurture them, if you don't stay in touch with them on a regular, consistent basis, then you're just going to have a lot of workers sitting around not doing anything. Is this making sense, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
You got to get people working for you, people sending you referrals, but you got to be reaching out, talking to people. You got to be doing outreach. You got to be calling, meeting people, A to B to B, A to whatever they call it, A to B or B to B, meeting people, connecting with people, having conversations, more conversations in this market, guys. Anybody on that, guys? Any comments, any takeaways? Get ready to wrap it up, guys. These are the construction blocks. These are your construction blocks. It's the construction zone. And now, man, I gotta build it. I gotta go out and build this business. You gotta take action. Social media branding, social media. You should be all over social media, branding yourself.
I'm sorry, real quick. You said, was it the reticular activating system? Is that what you called it?
Yes, ma'am, RAS.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, RAS. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
the acronym for it. Yep. So reticular activating system. Kind of like that, the analogy you know, when you bought your car, then all of a sudden you start seeing them everywhere.
Yes, got you. Brad, got you.
Yeah, but building that, you know, that top of mind awareness with your clients. Top of mind awareness, they know that you, you know, you're looking for referrals. Let people know. Don't be shy to let people know that, man, I'm looking for referrals. I'm looking for, let me know if there's anybody that you know that's looking for investment property, looking for a home, looking to sell, looking to purchase. And take care of your people. Reward the behavior. All right, guys. Any comments? Any takeaways?
Hey, Ron, real quick. Hey, Carlos here.
Yes, sir.
Just an analogy or metaphor. You know, one of the first things that we talk about whenever we're doing any jobs, and I think it's fitting to you know, the industry. Number one, you know, when taking interior photos, we say, turn all the lights to maximum power. Every morning, I am just like you, creature of habit. I think that's why, you know, when we're neighbors, we get along so great. I'm up in the morning at 4:55 every morning. Don't ask me how that happens in my brain, but that's what happens.
Yeah.
So first thing in the morning, turn on your lights. Turn on your lights to its maximum power, right? As our brain, our heart, our thoughts, our vision, and execute. You know, you see it a lot at that time of the morning. You see it everything clearly. You see it everything, you know, before anybody else that day. That's the way you should be in your market. You should be first in everything that you do when you see it and you visualize. That's my message, you know, today, Ron.
Woo, love it, brother.
Hey, I just want to say, I get up early. I get up about 6 o'clock every morning. I know they ain't 4:55, but look, I'm gonna tell y'all what I was doing wrong by getting up early every morning. I would get up and I would check my emails and all that, then look at Facebook for a second and get out of bed around 6:30. I'm gonna tell you what I was doing wrong. I was getting up, starting my day, you know, strong, pushing, and that was great. Got everything done. But tell me, why in the world did I not brush my teeth? Why did I not take a shower? Now it's 10:45. I got an 11 o'clock showing, and I'm trying to jump in the shower and take a 2-minute shower. So we talk about this work that we putting in, but you got to make sure that you structure it right, because I ain't going to nobody without brushing my teeth. But why are my teeth not brushed at 11 o'clock in the morning? So if you're going to do it right. That's my point there.
All right, Bryce. I won't come over early then. Hey, hey, I want to just thank Erica Belts. She's on the call. This is the first call, and she's actually finishing. She started Mike and Tara's real estate school on Monday. She'll be finishing up tomorrow, and she's already contributed on the call. Erica Belts, and so she's gonna be phenomenal in the business.
Awesome. Well, welcome, Erica. We're glad to have you.
Erica.
Welcome.
Thank you. This was powerful. This was very powerful. Thank you.
Awesome. Again, guys, just we're gonna go into the EXP Explain. We'll end this, but it's gonna be on this same Zoom. So if anybody want to hear about EXP Realty, if you got any guests, I know we hadn't really marketed. We'll start marketing heavily for next week. And also Wednesday, Thursdays, 12 p.m. EXP Explain. I want to give a shout out to Leonie and Viola, Jimmy's group. They're expanding internationally, guys. I want to congratulate Leonie. She had folks on from South Africa, Ghana. I think some of them are on now, but internationally on the Zoom to hear about EXP Realty. So just want to welcome all of our friends from Ghana and South Africa who are on this.
Oh yes.
See, Kelly.
Welcome everybody. All right.
Welcome.
Great.
Welcome.
Yeah, Simon. I see Simon. I see a couple of people who are on, but she
Kelly
had
from Ghana.
Yeah.
on
Simon from Ghana. All right.
that registered. So Wednesdays and Thursdays, 12 p.m. EXP Explain, and then we're gonna do one career in real estate as well. So, all right, guys, thank you all so much. Have a great week, man. Go out there and kill it. You know, today, Friday, the weekend, go out there, and this is where we make our money in the weekends, guys. So go out there and nail it. Help people find houses, buy houses, and sell houses. So Have a blessed one. Y'all go to church on Sunday too. All right. Bless y'all.
All right.
All right.
Take care.
Thank you.